If you are a real estate agent and you're thinking about running or starting a real estate team, I want to tell you a little bit about some things that you should absolutely watch out for, things that you absolutely need to pay attention to. Otherwise, you're going to be swallowed whole. Okay? You can lose a lot of money, lose a lot of sleep, and you could literally lose your fucking sanity, honest to God. Okay? My name is Hani Faraj. I've been in real estate for 12 years. And probably from my second year in real estate, I started a team and I did it all, did every fucking mistake you can ever think of. Honest to God, I'm not ashamed to say it. Lost lots of money, you know, basically on the brink of bankruptcy at one time or another. And the honest to God truth is because I did not listen to people that were better, smarter, people that literally were telling me to look at these things that they're going to be fucking problems and whatnot. And before I kind of get into this, all the fuck ups, you have to understand there's different types of people that start their businesses in different types of ways. Okay. And there's different types of team leaders that start their businesses in like a organic, I would say, way rather than how I did it, which is a forced way. Okay. And I'll tell you a little bit about what I've seen people do the right way and what I did, which was not the right way. Okay. So typically, you are a realtor. Okay. And you kind of cut your teeth doing certain things for sale by owners, expireds, friends, family. Maybe you work with doctors, maybe you work with certain niches, and then you become really busy. And then you realize you're working every weekend, you're working every night, you don't have a vacation, you're fucking, um, maybe your health is going to shit or something like that. And truth be told, you're like, okay, I need some help. So the right way to do it, number one hire should be your real estate admin. Okay. Because let's be honest, real estate is full of paperwork. Okay. For example, you take on a new buyer, you have some paperwork, or you need to prep for that meeting. Don't touch it. Let somebody else do it. Mind you, train them, get the right stuff, make sure they know what they're doing, train them on your process that you follow. Make sure you document that process and whatnot. We can, if you need help with that, reach out to me. And then you get a new listing. Well, there's a bunch of special listings that have 50 different things you got to do for them: photos, floor plans, diff, whatever, all kinds of stuff. Um, Eventually, you want to make sure you have marketing stuff, online, social media, stuff like that, whatever. People think, oh, I can do that, I can do that. That's bullshit. You're getting sucked into the mud. Don't do that. Okay. I would not do that stuff. And eventually you become really busy that even the paperwork is being handled and you're getting really busy and you're like, fuck, I need more help. Now you need what we call showing help. So the second step before you hire another licensed realtor, you can get a licensed person because at least in my province, in Canada where I live, you can't do shit unless you're a realtor. You actually, even to open a door, you have to be licensed. You can put a lockbox in there, but there has to be a realtor there and stuff like that. So, I know a lot of people, they put lock boxes. I don't like lock boxes. I think they suck. Um, I know it's a training the client type thing, but I don't like it because my clients trust me and they pay me a little bit more to make sure there's a lockbox in there. There's no lockbox in there. It's a human being showing. Okay, so I don't mind doing the work, to open the door and all that fun stuff. So, like, you get a showing assistant to show your listings if you have lots of listings. Again, this is the right way of doing it. Now, if you eventually are you have so many listings, you get so many sign calls, and some of those people are not represented, you're like, okay, hold on. There's a leaky bucket there. There should probably be some money being handled. Then you get a buyer realtor. You get a buyer agent, buyer specific realtor. Specific. They're not touching listings. They're not even doing anything else. They're just doing buyer stuff. Okay. Now, there's a couple of coaches out there, and I fucking love these guys. I wish I met them in the beginning before I burnt myself out or whatever. One guy, his name is Michael Hellickson. Okay. And there's another guy, I think his name is Chris Waters. Yeah, Chris Waters. He has a book out. It's called The Million Dollar Team. And how he did it, he had a buyer agent department and a selling agent department. He was a selling agent department, because he knew that that was the most leveraged thing you could do. I believe it. Okay, but not to ignore buyers. Buyers are real people. I love buyers. They're awesome. They're a lot of fun to work with, and they're sometimes hard to ignore. I love working with them because it's a really exciting journey. You're handing somebody their first keys. It's the most fun thing. You're seeing people build their families. Like, I just sold a property to a young couple, lovely people. I know they're gonna have babies pretty soon, and I'm gonna get invited. Like, I had a lady, I sold her house. Her kids came back, whatever. I'm not even that long in the business, but that girl was a teenager when I helped them buy a place. Now she's a grown woman. She's getting married and whatever. She's already married and helped them buy a place. Now they're having babies. How cool is that? I'm not even fucking that old, man. But I love that stuff. It's the best thing in the world, honestly. I don't know if you could tell, but I really enjoy what I do. I don't like realtors, though, to be honest with you. I think they're assholes sometimes. But again, the right way to do it is to first get an assistant, second, get a showing assistant, third, now you can get a buyer agent. Okay. And honestly, I would probably say like an admin, a showing agent, you could probably do 100 deals, man, if you're grinding. If you're grinding, you could easily do 100 deals, no fucking problem. So it's not a problem. But so basically, long story short, that's how you do it properly. That's how you build a real estate proper team. Now, if you want to scale and you have still more leads than you can handle, and you want to maybe grow your business to maybe 2, 3, 400 deals, then you dip into lead generation. For example, you do online leads, and then you grow a team and you get people under you. You have to have the right structure, the right splits, the right systems. And the most important thing that I was taught that I ignored for a long time is that you need to insert yourself into the transaction. If you're a team leader, so like, what does that mean? Okay, I'm in front of Purolator right now. I don't know who the fucking CEO is, but I guarantee you they have a way to insert, at least Purolator as a brand, they have a way to insert themselves into the transaction. And how they do that, probably through emails, through whatever, I'm sure Ahmed here, I'm just joking, but whoever's at the counter today isn't going to try to steal me away to go start his own Purolator company, which happens a lot in real estate. I've seen it time and time again from the closest people to you, people that you fed, people that fucking were starving to death, and I take them under my wing. I show them the ropes. They make multiple 6 figures, and then they come and they try to steal my own fucking clients. It's unbelievable in this business, man. It's fucking horrible. This is why we have such a bad reputation, is because there's literally like thievery and unethicalness all the time. And honestly, our real estate board and council and all these people, they don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a shit for eating each other alive, as long as we're not hurting the public. And I don't agree with that. I think we should have more ethics towards each other, but our board and council, they don't give a shit about that. Honestly, I don't care who's listening to this. It's the truth. They don't care. Like, I've addressed it. I've sent emails to the president and CEO of our board, and they're like, yeah, sorry, you need to have a contract with your fellow realtors and all this stuff or whatever, which I understand, but like, again, there's no ethics, right? So protect your database like your life depends on it. I'm telling you, treat your admin like gold, okay? The most important thing in your business, honestly. And make sure you have a really good, strong relationship with your clients, okay? Don't ever think, oh, Jolly Bo isn't never gonna leave me. He's loyal. Oh, Chica Mika, she's never gonna leave me. She's got no, dude, fuck off. Like, these people, man, they're prey. They're like hyenas. They're just waiting for you to fall so you can eat your life. Okay, what I mean? And honestly, it could be your fault. Like, it was definitely my fault because I was complacent and I had these thoughts of like, man, I'm so great. Why would anybody leave me? Give them everything. They have showing, they have this, they have that, they have leads, they have literally money falling from the sky, shit like that. Like, they're never gonna leave, and that's bullshit, man. People come and go. And what my favorite guy in the world, that's in real estate, Brendan Mulrennan, says, you're training your competition. The minute you start taking realtors, and I love realtors, awesome people. I've met some amazing people. I work with some amazing people. I really do, honest to God. I have some amazing realtor friends and stuff like that. I think they're ethical, and like whenever I give them a referral, they pay me and everything's hunky dory. But the truth is, man, um, sometimes like you just trust the wrong people and it happens. It's not like it's just human nature. I hate to say it. That's just how it was, right? And if you look at the olden days and the days of empires and whatnot, usually the kings got killed. You know what I mean? Like they got killed, they got butchered, whatever, by their own most trusted advisors, right? Like Caesar and Brutus, right? Like think about that. The guy who, I think it was Caesar, I'm not sure, or Napoleon or somebody. Okay, but anyways, what I want to talk about is like make sure you build a business based on actual foundation, not bullshit, not bullshit. And maybe this video is done because I'm telling you how to build it the right way. And I recommend, if you are interested, I think there's a book. No, there's not a book, but there's a training that is available. It's called $1 Million Real Estate Assistant at KW. And actually, you don't have to be a KW. You can take the course. It's no problem. But it's called $1 Million Real Estate Assistant. She's low. I don't know who teaches it today, but back in the day, it was by Monica, great lady. And she does riff a lot, to be honest with you. And I think the course could have been in half. But the foundation is there. It's how you build it the right way. Is what I'm doing now, and it's working. And you make 75% of the money, not 12, not 14%, not 15%, not 20%. You make 75% of the money. No bullshit. Okay, very low overhead. You control everything. You have direct contact to the customers. It's really sexy, honestly. Okay, if you have questions, reach out. I'm sorry that I'm a little crazy, but the truth is, I just don't want you to fuck up. I don't want you to fucking lose sleep. I don't want you to fucking struggle. I don't want your kids to struggle. I don't want your wife to fucking hate your guts. Like, I've been there, done that. And for what, man? For people that are ungrateful. Like, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Like, you're better than that. I know I'm better than that. Okay? Take care. Love you. Bye.